All right, you know what it is, man. I'm doing a special show right now. This is a special show right now. You know what I mean? I'm bringing on Eric Von Zip, the one that Keefe D mentioned. I'm bringing his son on now. I'm bringing the junior on right now. Sit back, fall back. I'm going to be doing a full length interview with him about what he's doing now. All right? All right. You know what it is, man. You know what it is. I got the world famous here, man. I got the world famous here, man. I got Eric Von Zip Jr. up here. You know? Move over a little bit, big brother. So you out the thing. Here you go. This is Eric Von Zip Jr. I'm going to show you Eric Von Zip, right? We having a conversation right now because me and him was talking, man, you know? This is his father in the brown. You know, you can move over. You can see where your face is behind the picture. So go where you need to go. Hold on, somebody calling in right now. Hold up, man. Hold up. They don't turn this into a live. What's up? Who this? Where you calling from?
What's up? It's Grady. I'm calling from South Carolina. Man, I just wanted to tell you I'm a big fan of yours, and I appreciate you letting us regular people inside your world, the gangster world. You know, I've been passing it on to my brother and my son, and I'm 46 years old. You've been teaching me things, so I consider you family now. You know, it's like I know you. I listen to you all the time. And, so anyway, yeah, man. When will this episode that you're filming?
It'll be up later on today or it'll be up tomorrow. Let me go back in and get in with my man Zip. All right, thank you for calling, big bro. Let him know that I answer my phone when you call, man. Huh?
Yes, sir. All right.
All right. That's what it is. Gunshots. All right, so now I got Eric Von Zip Jr. up here, man. We was talking, and, you know, so y'all know who he is that don't know, because it's going to all come out anyway, so that's why we're bringing it out to give it to you first. The rat bastard, Keefe D, said that he got the gun that was used against Tupac from this man's father. Gunshots. All fabrication. You can't believe nothing a rat bastard say. And it's crazy that YouTube runs with anything that they put out there. Anything they put out there, YouTube run with it. There's no fact checking. There's no authenticity. There's no nothing. It's just running with it, you know? Now, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened, so that's not what I'm speaking on. I'm speaking on that when a dude sit down and do a proffer and sit down with the government informant, sit down with the opposition, that means that he's discredited from anything that he could ever say in the street world, period. And anything come out of his mouth is going to be a lie because he sat down because he was scared for his life, and he'll say anything to save his life and to save his freedom. So that's why they're exempt anything they have to say. And I know a lot of the rat bastards, trolls and flip-flop wearing in public clowns is going to try and eat at this video. You know what I mean? Because it's like I'm the last man standing, you know, to give y'all the rules on how this thing go. Now, this is it. Explain to them how you feel about this man bringing your name up. And let me say this before we go any further. You know how they say, oh, you're telling the dead body that, you know what I mean, no one is going to jail, the person is dead, so I'm going to tell on the dead person this and that. This is how you pull the Band-Aid off a healing wound, you know? Meaning, now, here it is, this man is mentioning this man's father that's now deceased and try to implicate him in one of the biggest murder, you know, that and Biggie of our, you know, hip-hop generation. I was there from the beginning of hip-hop, you know what I mean? Now, he's going to pull the Band-Aid off this when this man's father was trying to rest in peace, and then he's going to be all over the social media, you know? So this is how it affects the families and children and friends and loved ones of the ones you implicate in things when they've passed, and you decide to throw the body on them. Gunshots, gunshots, gunshots. All right, go ahead. Tell them how you feel about that, family. How did it affect you?
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, it's crazy, you know. But I mean, a person going to do what they going to do. He's a rat. So I can't even, you know, he is what he is. So I mean, he was just trying to do anything, in my eyes, to try to deflect. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it really doesn't make sense. The whole thing doesn't make sense to me. How my father was supposed to have provided the firearm that killed Tupac, you know, and you got all these gangsters in one place. They all travel one place, and and my father's the one that had to be the one to provide it. That don't make sense. Like, you know, do I got a little bit of time?
Yes, you
You need
do. You got
okay.
as much time as you
All
need.
right,
It's your
so
floor.
you know, I'm gonna break it down even more. So, okay, uh, September 7th, 1996, right? Mike Tyson's having a fight. So we had Mike Tyson's fight.
Excuse me. I'm gonna step off. I want to give you the floor because this is something real serious, and I don't feel that I need to be here while you speak on this. I'm gonna step off, and you got the floor, and then just wave me in, and I'll come back in. All right. Go ahead. Excuse me. That's how much respect I'm giving them. Matter of fact, you take the master chair today, and I'm gonna sit behind you when we come back. All right? Because this is some deep stuff, and I'm getting a little emotional because I don't respect and I don't like dudes. You can put this in and you can hear it in your ear. You know, I don't like dudes bringing up the dead. You know what I mean? I don't agree with that. Let me get over here. I don't agree with dudes bringing up the dead. My brother's dead. They asked me to testify against my brother, put everything on my brother. They was going to give me immunity, let me out of jail. I wouldn't have did J in jail. You understand what I'm saying? And I refuse to do that. You know what I mean? Because I want my brother to rest in peace, and my mama only got one son that the feds, or should I say the slave master, captured. My brother that passed, he made it. Let's give him a round of applause. Uh-huh. All right, get it, brother. It's all you.
All right, so like, all street dudes, you know I mean, everybody understands how the streets is, how the street moves, and how you travel out of town, you know, for certain events or if you hustling or you transporting whatever. You know what I'm saying? Well, these for the people that don't or not really in the streets. So now, September 7th, 1996, Mike Tyson is fighting Sheldon at the MGM Grand. So you got Mike Tyson in his camp, you got Sheldon in his camp, you got Tupac and they whole camp, and you got my father. And at the time, if I can, my memory serves me right, he was down there with Foxy Brown and I think Foxy's brother or whatever at the time, right? Um, and then you got Keefe D and his crew, the Southside Crips, right? So they're at the fight. Mike Tyson knocks out Sheldon in the first round. I think he knocked him out in like a minute, right? After that, they're leaving. Mind you, Tupac and all of them is, you know, front row stage and all that. They go through the tunnel with Mike Tyson, as well as my father and them, because my father and Mike Tyson is like brothers. That's like my aunt, right? Mike Tyson. So they all leave together through the tunnel. They go their all separate ways. Now, somebody goes to Tupac and says, Baby Lane, we spotted Baby Lane from the Southside Crips. And, you know, he's the one that took the chain, the death row chain. Supposedly Tupac runs off and attacks, and they all attack Baby Lane, right? Now, after that, after they attack Baby Lane, Keefe D says, oh, you know, well, they say, you know, we want to do something. We want to kill a nigga. We want to kill Baby Lane, right? So I guess they say, well, we need it done. And I guess Keefe D says, okay, we go to, I seen Zip. Zip probably got a gun. We're going to go get it from Zip. And supposedly Zip gave Keefe D the gun, right? This is his Keefe D's story, right? And now they say they did what they did. Okay, now let's back up now, right? That's his version. But here's a street version. This logically, right? Keefe D and all them Southside Crips and all of they gangsters, right? They from L.A. They going to Nevada, Las Vegas, which is 360 miles away, right? My father's from New York. Yes, he is in L.A. a lot. So you're saying my father drove all the way from New York to Las Vegas with a firearm in his car. Makes no sense. Who does that? If you not, I mean, most people, if they hustling, they got work in the car. They don't even do that. When they get where they get, they land, and somebody says, "Yo, they trust yo, here's a," or they got a chick or apartment or something. They go stop there and get. Nobody does that. Nobody gonna drive 3,000 miles with a ham in the car, especially when you're somebody, right? He didn't take the plane, you know. So, so right there, that's one situation, right? But say he came from LA and he drove back down to Nevada, the 360 miles, right? Okay. Still, that's a lot to be driving with a firearm in the car. But just say, hypothetically speaking, he did that, right? And he did have a gun. But these dudes did the same trip. These are supposed to be these is gangsters. How is the gangsters logically? We're not, because these is real gangsters. These is not wanksters, bro. These is people that supposedly killed Tupac. These cats supposed to kill other people. So they really about their life. So if you really about their life, you know you going to another territory. Wouldn't you have a firearm? Or wouldn't you should be able to get one? I mean, Nevada is down the block basically. You know what I'm saying? From LA. You mean to tell me Keefe D, who lives in Henderson, Nevada now, didn't have no connections back in '96 to get a firearm, to get a hammer? Come on, Pete. That don't make no sense. So you mean to tell me that you can't, if my father had the gun in the car, you ain't had a gun in the car? Makes no sense. You know, and anybody that's really in the streets, if you really think about it and stop listening to all this other suckiness, you understand that don't make no sense. And furthermore, my father was cool with Pop. My father was cool with Suge. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the beef that was going on with the East Coast, West Coast, my father had a lot to do with stopping the East Coast and West Coast. You know what I'm saying? The beef. So, and then, Tyson and Pac was cool. Tyson and my father was cool. They like best of friends, like really like brothers. It's not like something that when the funeral came, you know, the only one that came to the burial was Tyson. Me and my brother was right next to. He threw the dirt over my father's casket. You know, yeah, a lot of people came to the wake, but Tyson came to the burial. He wanted to see and make sure that his brother was buried the way he's supposed to be. He wanted to see that, and he came. He stopped whatever he did, and he came for that. You know, so you talking about a guy that knows, Pac, very cool Pac. My father that knows Pac and never had no bad dealings with Pac is gonna be like, yo, hey, take the gun and kill this nigga because he done beat your nephew up. And then they would say, oh, well, what about the $1 million? Nigga, my father had money. Back in '96, $1 million was just gonna make him or break him. You know what I'm saying? And if Puff said what he said, which I know he didn't, but if Puff said what Puff ain't stupid enough to say no shit like that. You know what I'm saying? For one, you got to think about it, right? Puff says, okay, y'all want to get these niggas killed. Zip, tell them niggas out there to kill them niggas. And I'm going to give them $1 million. Think about this. That shit, if that happened, that was done along with, listen, the average person in the street that's even getting any money ain't never been offered $1 million to kill somebody. Even if you hood rich or real rich or just upper class hood rich, you know what I'm saying? You know, the guy that just got $2.17 He ain't gonna block every day, get a kid's money, but he ain't got no real money. Anybody offered $1 million to kill somebody, especially back in '96, so money is different back then. Would have been did that. What did we taking months and years? Pac wasn't the president. Suge wasn't the president. There ain't no planning for that. There ain't no whole bunch of planning. There's $1 million. I give one of them little chicks that he messing with $200 or something. Tell me where he at, and you know what I mean? Like, come on, man. He made the offer for $1 million, but it took for him to get beat up at the fight for somebody to actually say, okay, yeah. But they supposedly agreed on it months ago. It don't make no sense. Ain't nobody waiting that long. Average Joe right now, all these listeners right now, if somebody came with you for $1 million and you know they could pay the $1 million to kill somebody, you might have just did it. You know what I'm saying? Then, like today, like you mean like right now, $1 million now? Well, shit, where that nigga at? You know what I'm saying? Where he at? We you know what I mean? All that. Yeah, we gonna get him. We need all and you know what I mean? Come on, that don't even make no sense. You know, but I mean, come on. And then my father telling them that just don't make no sense at all, man. My father wants to say, yo, here, listen, Puff said, kill them niggas, give you $1 million, and he's supposed to go. These niggas supposed to kill him, and then turn around, and my pop's supposed to go get $1 million from Puff to get it up. Like he just gonna give him $1 million. You know what I'm saying? Where's my commission at? You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, ain't none of that happen, man. And if you think Puff is gonna go to jail for something like that, that ain't gonna happen. You know, so I'm gonna play devil's advocate on this. Even if it did happen, just like Keefe D said, ain't nobody can. Is allowed to collaborate if that's true or not. Because never ever, as far as my knowledge, has Keefe D ever said that Puff personally said to him, "Yo, I'm gonna give you $1 million to kill him dudes." I ain't never heard that. I never heard him say that. Now I heard him say, "Oh, well, Zip said, Puff said X, Y, and Z," but he ain't never said it came out of his mouth, the actual person. So if that is true, which it don't make no sense to be true, but if that is true, the only person that could corroborate that is Zip. And unfortunately, Zip ain't here. And if it's true that he gave him the gun, Zip ain't here to corroborate that either. So ain't no. And if it was cash, cash is untraceable. I mean, where they gonna trace that? You know what I'm saying? A bag was just thrown up somewhere. You know what I mean? And if it was a check, who gonna write a check saying this is for the hit of such and such and such? Them dudes wasn't into rap. Them dudes wasn't into nothing like that. So what check would Puff write them? Oh, Baby Lane want to rap, now we gonna give him Baby Lane. But they ain't never did that, and they never came up because if it did, they'd have been tied him in with some check. And they saying, well, he gave my father the check. Well, then who gave him that? And you got to pay taxes on that, and ain't nobody dumb enough to give. I mean, it don't even make no sense. It don't make no sense. And then the thing about the club, oh man. So let me just say this right now. And I was going to say that with somebody else, but I'm here. I'm going to say it right now, right? I'm tired of everybody saying that my father took the $1 million and got his club. Anybody that believes that really don't know nothing, really. And there's a lot of people that really don't because they wasn't in the life, they wasn't around at the time. So let me explain something to you. My father's club, Zip Code, was opened up in 2004. Almost 10 years after Tupac got killed. So how did he take the money, if the money was ever given, to open up the club when the club was even non-existent at the time? Well, at the time, I think it was called the Palace. Yeah, it was called the Palace. It was a restaurant. This is before Jimmy's got the club. Jimmy's didn't get the clubs in '99. So we talking about, bro, wasn't even nobody was thinking about no club at that time. 96, when I was around my father at the time, wasn't even thinking about no club or none of that.
All right, let me say this. Let me say this, man. Let me say this. Let me say this. I was gone from 1993, so I can't speak on none of that. You understand what I'm saying? But what I can speak on, being that he mentioned in the club, that's why I mentioned that. You understand what I'm saying? The club was built. I'm giving y'all history that y'all don't even know. You give me my glasses, man. Put my glasses on. I don't like them seeing how black my eyes is. I don't want to scare nobody away. Now, in 1992, before I got locked up, right? The club was built by, I ain't gonna say no names, you know what I mean? But the club was built by the husband and wife that owned Strawberries. What I'm saying, if they listening, anybody listening, you understand what I'm saying? All this is stamped. The dude from Strawberries came to me and told me, look, I'm trying to build this club. He was building the joint. The joint was phenomenal. You know, I had Club 2000 up the hill popping, so they was trying to get an investor at the time, so they came to me and they told me that. And I never gave this nowhere, but I'm giving it here because he giving exclusive, this exclusive. When they came to me, when you go in the club, and I was locked up, so I'm going to tell you how the club was. I was locked up. When they built it, when you go in the club, you got the little eating area over here, and then you go over to the left, and that's where like the dance floor was at to the left, and the whole thing was on the first floor. They came to me and told me that they wanted to open this joint up. They ran out of money. They asked me for $250,000 cash to invest so they could finish building it. And being that me's a yard man and them is a yard man. You know what I mean? And it was a husband and wife. The two of them come to me. They looked at me like a son. They was my elders. And I respect my elders. I used to go there. They used to try and give me free food every time I go. But anytime I go, they told me the food was on me. And just by them giving me something, because nobody never gave me nothing. Just like I'm sure nobody never gave his pops nothing. That's how hard it was back in that times. A man got it, he got it. If a nigga getting it, and they your family, then they gonna give you something. But this was a stranger. I walk in his restaurant and he's giving me something like Jimmy from Jimmy's Cafe. All that go to that. Jimmy did the same thing. Anytime I walk in Strawberries and they try to give me a free meal, because we are all yard man. Me don't want nothing from them for free because my pocket's fat like mumps. Like me have mumps in my pocket. So I take $1,000 and I give each one of them $1,000 for the hospitality. You understand? Now I was supposed to get that then. So I got locked up in 92. I don't know if they eventually opened it up or then they wound up selling it to Jimmy's and then it became zip code, or was it the other way around?
No, it was called the Palace. It
Yeah,
was a
but that must have been when
restaurant.
Jimmy owned it then.
No.
So when did Jimmy own it? Teach me. I don't know.
I'm telling you, it was called before Jimmy's had it. It was called the Palace.
Okay, that's when
It
Jamaicans had it then. Okay.
I don't remember if it was Jamaicans or
No,
not.
but I'm telling you,
remember
you don't know, but I'm telling the people. Yeah.
I'm talking about 96. 92, I don't remember. But 95 and 96, it was called the Palace. And they had an upstairs and a downstairs. Upstairs used to be like, it was like a catering hall type thing, but they served food. So it could have been still the Jamaicans, I don't know, but they had food. They had good food. And it was like a little classy spot. You had to really dress up, and you really have to be on some dressy stuff. Then that closed down. And then Jimmy's took it over about 99, if I'm not mistaken. It was like 99, because I used to be up in there in 99. I was young, but Jimmy's his family, and Cheryl, all of them had it. So it was 99 that I remember, because I was in there. But I remember it just opened. And then from 99 to 2004, Jimmy's had it. And then my father bought it from Jimmy's. And then from '04 to 2010, that was open. And in late 2010, it closed down. Well, yeah, somewhat closed down. And it's been closed ever since.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. When they came to me with it, they was just building the downstairs. Because they didn't have enough to finish the downstairs. And they brought me in to help them finish the downstairs. He telling me now that after I got locked up, they wound up opening the upstairs and made it into a catering hall. So you understand how I'm etched in Harlem. They called me to help them save their joint. You know what I mean? And they was family. Anytime I went, they treated me with the utmost respect and love. I felt like I was with family. When you go to Strawberries, you sit out on the street and eat. But I used to see the videos with Jimmy on it. But I didn't get, listen, so you understand how rough my bid was. From I got locked up in December 10th, 1993, I didn't see a video until 1999, 6 years later. I missed Tupac, Biggie, Foxy Brown, The Firm, you know what I mean? Cameron, Dipset, all of Harlem's finest back then. Mace, I miss all of that. There's still so many of their music that I hear, and I ask my kids when I'm with them, I'll be like, yo, when did that come out? Thinking it's something new. And it's something from all the way in 96 because they was making music before time. But for them to sit there now, for y'all to sit here, man, and that's why I brought him on here. For y'all to sit here, right? And it's a gangster channel. Let me get my gunshots. You know what I mean? Let me get my gunshots. This is a gangster channel, man. For y'all to sit here and wish Puffy in jail when Puffy done brought us such great music. Listen, the Europeans would ride what they own. Remember, the same way the country rode with OJ, all the evidence was against him, but we just wanted one of ours to beat the system. So why would you want one of ours now to show you how times change? You know what I mean? To be captured by the system. When there's no receipts, there's no evidence, there's no nothing. Everything that's going to be brought out in any trial, because I've been through trial, I did 2 weeks in trial with the feds, is going to be all, but we know we in Las Vegas State, but it's going to be all hearsay and, you know what I mean, circumstantial this and circumstantial that. They ain't got no proof or nothing, and that's what they taking this rat bastard to court for because he opened his mouth. You know what I mean? And that's why I say that you should shut the F up. And that's why I got my merchandise. Make sure you cop your Shut the F Up sweatshirt. You know what I mean? Cop your Shut the F Up sweatshirt, man. You know? But and somebody, get Keefe D one of these, man. I'm gonna give me Keefe D address. I'm gonna send him a Shut the F Up shirt. You know? Because that's what he really need to do. You know what I mean? Of course he wish you'd shut up now. But, you know, I just wanted to come on, bring my man. I'm going to bring him back on. We might even do a live by the end of the week or something. You know what I mean? I just wanted to bring him on so y'all understand. Don't believe a word a rat bastards say. Once they sit on the other side, they'll lie, lie, lie. Remember that. All right? So, you know, where you at, man? I got a video, right? I got a video. I went to Atlanta, and I went to, you know, one of his mansions. You know what I mean? He had me stay in another fly-ass joint. You know what I mean? He gave me a brand new Range Rover to drive. I mean, you know what I mean? Me and my people, we was down there in style, you know, thanks to this man. But that's how family do. You understand? But this is the offspring of Eric Von Zip and what he turned out as, just like my son is now working in respiratory work in a hospital, saving lives. I'm proud of our children, even though we dropped the ball. But from what we knew, we had the ball. You know? So see what you got to say so I can tap out, man. We're going to put this one up right now and let them see what it is. Because I think they really need to hear it from gangsters, man. Because you got these rat bastards and trolls all over. Oh, I got to hit the gunshots. You know, all over the internet talking all this. They wish Puffy go to jail. Man, leave Puffy alone, man. That man done made it, man. Don't you want to make it? Would you like to make it? See, that's why there's a saying. Want for your brother what you want for yourself. Would you like to make it and then have your own people try and tear you down?
No. You know, but you know, that's not everybody, man. It's just different type of people. You know, but that is what it is. Puff gonna keep being Puff, keep being fly.
And that's it. And Harlem gonna still love Puff, man. Harlem gonna still love Puff. All that y'all saying Harlem this, Harlem that, don't like Puff. Puff ain't from Harlem. Puff is Harlem, man. You know what I mean? And I'm saying it right here, man. You know what I mean? And I'm defending Harlem. Cause we got official gangsters. I'm gonna shoot some names. You get some other names. We got Homicide Lou. We got Gangster Lou. We got Farris. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, come on. We got Kevin. You know.
I mean, we got Iggy. We got Lover.
Azar.
We got Rich, Miguel, Fago, Martini. That's my brother. We got I mean, there's a lot of people.
We got Black Mel. You know what I mean? To keep it going, we got Rich Dollars. You know, we got OG Daniel. You know what I mean? Come on, son. I mean, Harlem is rich with legends.
Tony's.
You know, Tone. You know what I mean? We got everybody, man. That's what it is. You know,
Elise.
You know, we can name names all day, man, and that's what I'm representing over here, man. I'm representing us, and we representing the Bronx with Peter Shoe, Pistol Pete, Senior and Junior. You know, Brooklyn, D Nice, the unknown Fat Manny, True Shamik, You know what I mean? We got Queens, the Supreme Team, Harry Hunt, you know, Prince. You know, we represent the boroughs, man. This is what New York is about, man. And we handle our own, like you said, you know what I mean? It is what it is, you know? So let them know I get it go.
Rest in peace, Governor. And just stay sucker free, man. Stop letting these suckers, man, get in your brain.
All right, let me just tap out. Because this is how we do at the Mecca. You know what I mean? We just over here chilling, man. And, you know, it's hard, you know, to deal with our people and have our people trying to wish that something bad happened to us. You know, I don't understand that for the life of me. You know, how somebody, one of our own, done made $1 billion. You know what I mean? He up there damn near at $1 billion if he ain't already there yet. You know? And from that, you sitting there and now you want that man to go to jail and you saying that, you know, you for your people? I thought Black Lives Matter. Come on, dog. You know what I mean? All right, let's go, man. Let's tap out.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squealing to the cops, Mecca audio. Like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was wine. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish there. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours. So we can give back to the youth them. Cause they the truth them. And bless up to all the root men.